Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Hello, folks.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Daniel.
And this is the Christian and Daniel Show.
And today,
We have a special guest with us. It's in the green room right now. Let me knock on the door and open up the green room. Knock, knock, knock.
come on.
Oh my God, look who it is.
Hello.
Her name is Madeline. And Madeline's going to be on the show with us tonight.
We want to welcome everybody that's joining us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Please do us a favor and share this on your page so that folks can watch. If you're watching us on YouTube, scroll down, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know every time there's a new show on the air. Remember, we got Christian and Daniel on Wednesdays, Zodiacs on Fridays, Put It Together live stream on Saturdays, and new horoscopes every Monday. So please join us for that. And we've got our first comment of the day, Charlie!
Charlie! Yay, welcome.
And we do have our special guest,
Bienvenido.
Miss Madeline. Hi, Maddie.
Hello.
Ashanté, Madeline. Ashanté.
How did you sneak in on set?
Well, I just thought, let me just grace you guys
Grace
with
our
my
show.
presence, and then
The
it's,
audacity.
it is your honor to have me here.
It's so nice. Madeline's one of the humblest people we know.
And that's why we have her here.
That's why we have her on the show. It's like when people tell secrets on national TV as if no one's hearing it. They're like, oh, I hope my mom doesn't hear this. You've just said it to 3 billion people.
So between us three,
Between us girls.
between us squirrels,
Between our scroll friends.
welcome.
I know, it's so nice to have you here live on the
Thank
show.
you guys. I'm so happy to be here. I'm excited, a little nervous to
Oh, yes. It's hard
be
being on
exposed
this.
Is this-
this way.
This is not your show debut. You've been on Put It Together before.
This is true. This is true.
I don't know what Put It Together is, but I know our show's fabulous. So I'm not going to cross-pollinate.
Mainly because he doesn't know how to put it together himself. So
Oh, we did. But we put together a good show.
Yeah,
that
you
time,
did.
yeah.
Was
But
that
more
your
on the
first-
serious note, yeah.
This
Was
is
that the
Houndstooth.
only time you were on Put It Together? I think you've done a couple of shows.
No, just one.
Just the one, yeah.
You didn't do a panel with us once?
No, that was Martha.
Was it Martha?
She did 2 panels.
Sorry, wrong M.
Wrong answer.
Wrong M, wrong M.
And that's what we call an awkward moment.
That's what we call in the business.
But yeah, so welcome to the show. Welcome to behind
I
the
know.
scenes.
Well, she got to
I
see
get
behind the scenes, like
behind
getting
the
ready.
scenes. I know.
She saw us putting on our base, our makeup,
Yes.
yelling at the makeup girl as she put the wrong makeup. She got the makeup like the Canadian queens get. We wanted Anastasia Beverly
Blend.
Hills. Blend.
Blend.
And please don't let my chest piece show.
Can you hide my items?
Can you ride my Adam's apple? Anyway, being cuckoo bird already.
Oh,
Aww.
thank you, Charlie.
That
Thank
is
you.
so sweet. We have a little non-surprise surprise for Daniel later on.
I'm gonna act surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially great when you bought the prize for yourself.
But yes, thank you for everybody watching. Today is my 16th anniversary or AA birthday of being clean and sober, and the day started pretty good. I got
Clean
to-
is debatable, but sober definitely.
I'm here for the background giggle.
But I started the day this morning. We had a special Put It Together episode. Interviewed. Why am I forgetting now? Joey and
Joey.
Andrew. Joey and Andrew from Rainbow Hill
and
Sober
Andrew
Living.
Fox.
So they were on the shows. So we got to have
And Joey Baccarat.
an interview about sober living for my anniversary trip.
It was such
It was a good
a
show.
great. I mean, honestly, yes. Am I totally biased? Yes.
Yeah,
So
'cause other times
I'm not like this
lies.
neutral opinion on it. But this was a
contrary to all
really
the other
good-
times when I fake it. Today was
all the other
good.
times when I don't mean it at all. But I'm a good actor. Fabulous job, Daniel. You're doing great. And then you do a boop.
You realize he's acting up because we have a special guest, right?
I'm like a little kid. We act up when we have guests.
But it was a good show. They did a good
It was a
job.
fantastic show. They're really good guys. And what they're doing is it's incredible. And like they have a foundation that I'm already like, I want to volunteer for it.
So
And I've never felt that before.
they already have a rehab, but now they have a sober living house that they opened up and just
With a focus on LGBTQI+.
So these are specific
QIA+.
for gay men, transgender men, and
And women.
no, this one is just for men.
Well, transgender
Right, transgender men, gay men.
men going to female.
No, female going to men.
Oh, female going to men. Oh, wow.
Yes, yes.
I thought they meant the other way. Okay.
So it's a house for male,
That is so cool. All male energy.
but they're looking into opening one for females.
Okay. I thought they meant they just were opening it for just trans people.
Right. No, yeah, and then
Cool.
I think we'll go check the interview.
Yeah.
But then,
Doing incredible work.
but then, what about Joey?
Joey?
Yeah.
Joey Baccarat?
Yes. So he was talking about his foundation, which I got the name of the foundation, but I didn't look it up.
I didn't hear it.
I have to like look back up. But he has a foundation where older older gay men or LGBT
Yeah, LGBTQ
Can
plus,
mentor-
LGBTQIA plus.
can mentor young 16 to 17,
Such a
Oh,
good
that's
idea.
cool.
15 to 17. 15 to 17.
17 gay men.
That's
So, I mean,
Which statistically, 15 to 17-year-olds are the highest at risk for becoming homeless, or becoming homeless and addicts, or just addicts. Like they can go. That's like the age apparently where young gay males, and young gay trans individuals can go really wrong. Like
Mhm.
I've heard that statistic quite a few times. That age range is the high risk age range,
Right.
and so what a privilege it would be to be able to mentor these guys
So
and give them hope.
we volunteered. We volunteered to be
That's
mentors.
awesome.
Did you have mentors growing up?
I definitely had a few in college, and I had a really great person that was
Oh yeah,
paying it forward, which I'm a strong believer in that, and paying it forward, whether it's in career, personal. But yeah, I was struggling financially for my second year of school, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And so she believed in me, and she loaned me some money, got
Oh,
me
wow.
a semester, and I paid her. I worked, and I paid her back, but it just took so much stress off of me. But she also was mentoring me as far as like being a successful woman, and being powerful, and not letting
yeah.
so much male dominance, like just to stand my ground. So yeah, it's always great to find mentors.
She's kind of like a sister. She's not my real sister,
Not by genes,
but we've
by
known
heart.
each other. In fact, we met like a year before I got clean and sober.
Wow, so she knew
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
and
So
foremost.
I've
I
known
knew,
her
yeah,
about 17 years now.
1.0
And
and 2.0.
we've been through a lot, yeah, because she was even here for cancer. But she's like a sister. We love her like a sister.
Yeah,
And we
absolutely.
harass her like one too. So
Yes.
that helps. But no, Madeline is just one of our dearest and sweetest friends. We love her. But if you were in,
Okay.
I mean, y'all are in sports a lot. So don't you have mentors
Yeah,
when you're in
Mhm.
sports?
absolutely.
Like that, they're not just coaches.
Coaches are more your men. And you know what's interesting is I remember when I was younger playing soccer, when I hit my teen years, the coaches were like that father figure that you didn't have to worry about judging you. Like, unless you're talking about something super serious. I remember being able to talk to my coaches. You could talk to them about crazy personal stuff. And, there's stuff that you're just not comfortable going to your own parents about sometimes. And it's easier to go to that other parent.
I should have. We had caldo for lunch, but
Mhm.
and I didn't even get tacos for breakfast either. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you for saying that. I will go get tacos
Yeah.
because I didn't have. Well, I did have a mentor, my dance teacher in junior high, because I danced all 3 years of junior high in Mexico.
Which is
Rosalinda.
6, 7, 8.
La maestra Rosalinda, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, 7, 8, 9.
She was my mentor. She was tough. But she
She sounds like it.
She was raw. I mean, I became captain the second year, which was unheard of. So I was captain 2 years, but she's the one that showed me discipline and consistency and leadership, because I was leading all the other kids. I mean, you know how it is in genetic, nobody listens to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
But-
yeah, it's herding kittens.
She taught me how to be an asshole.
That's right, right?
Basically.
But I
For
think
critical, yes, for critical.
yeah, but I think too. I think in order to be a good mentor, you have to be tough as well. They
And
have to
I-
give you the toughness.
Yeah.
And thinking you're sticking your skin up. Kind
Because
of
if you're trying
almost
to
break you
coddle,
down to
it's like
build
a-
you up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Because if you try to coddle someone, you're not doing them any service.
Right.
That's just basically saying whatever you're doing, the way you're doing it is fine, when it's not.
Well, that's I'm sorry. That's
Oh, no.
we were talking earlier about when I went to rehab. That's what the brothers and the fellows at the rehab did, was they broke me down,
Mhm.
and then I always tell people this: it's like Jenga. If you break it down because there's extra pieces you don't need.
Mm.
You take them
It's
out
true.
and build it back
Yeah.
again. So, did y'all have a mentor where you mentored and
When you were at any stage in your coming up.
Because even now I have mentors.
You could have
Oh,
mentors
yeah.
as adults.
Yeah.
If anything, I think those are some of the most influential mentors, are when technically you've already, like, kind of like the idea is I'm an adult, so I've already arrived. But it's like, no, you're never done learning.
Right,
You're never done
constantly
growing.
learning, yeah.
Like, I've had my original executive director at Stars Entertainment, when I first started, she was an incredible mentor to me, because I had never worked in corporate America. I'd worked at Jack in the Box. I'm too confident. What was I gonna say? I worked
He's
at
never worked fast food. In
I've
his
never worked
life,
fast food,
folks,
so I don't know why
ever,
that came up.
ever.
I worked at
He's been
Pacific.
to a lot of.
Maybe I was maybe thinking of the clown side, but I worked at Pacific Bell before that job, and that was hardcore corporate America and bureaucracy. But it was not in the entertainment business, and I always wanted to kind of start getting exposure to the entertainment business. Next, I wanted to be in front of the camera, but I wanted to know what happened behind it. I always love blooper reel. I love seeing what goes on that no one else really knows about. So when I got this job, I had never worked in any side of entertainment, let alone the sales side of entertainment. She was like a veteran. She had been there for 30 plus years. She was,
I know.
I know how it all works. And so, excuse me, she really took me under her wing, and it was so awesome. She taught me things like, I never understood the concept. As a boss, sometimes you need to give one of your employees or subordinates, just enough rope to hang themselves, because they won't learn the reason they're in that position is because everyone's always coddled them or tried to save them from themselves, when really you need to teach them to save themselves. So you need to give them that rope and let them hang. And when they hang, they'll learn, that's when they'll get the lesson. And in corporate America, that's a super important lesson. Like, you need to know, you could have a boss who's giving you that just enough rope to hang yourself. It seems to always be when you think everything is so easy, like, oh my God, everything's just perfect right now. That is usually when they're giving you the rope to hang yourself, and they're not commenting on anything. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, a meeting they'll want to, oh, can we chat? Can we have coffee?
Come into my office.
Yeah, it's always like, can we get coffee? And you go, oh yeah, and then oh, should I get my coat? Oh no, it's already in my office. And you're like, oh no.
But so if you have a mentor, if you've been a mentor, let us know. We want to hear your story. Today is also, as we can see, it's fully lit.
Yeah, it is. It looks like 3:00.
Today is summer solstice day.
Yeah, today's summer solstice.
Yeah, which is technically the longest day of the year. And in honor of summer solstice, we cut a yellow candle because it's the sun. So if you want to we did this a couple of months ago. If you want to be included on the candle, just let us know. Anybody who comments, your name will be put on the candle. This is a yellow candle. This is good for your solar plexus, which is your belly.
Your intuition.
This is good for, yes, intuition. This is for your power. This is to commit to yourself again. So if you've been ignoring yourself a little bit and you need to reconnect with yourself, this is the good color to do it. So make sure you comment so we can include your name in the candle. We'll light this tonight. So there.
I think it's insane how light it
It's
does.
very
Look like,
nice.
it looks like 3 o'clock.
It's
It
very
does
nice.
not look like 7 o'clock in the evening.
Nice.
And right now in Southern California, we have this beautiful breeze blowing through the house. It's so gorgeous.
We actually have everything open.
It's
so.
totally gorge.
Today is also selfie day.
Selfie
Oh,
day.
It's selfie day.
I don't know how to do selfies. I wish someone could tell me. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't even have a comment for that. I just can't play with it. Yes, of course we will include you, Charlie. So we want to see your selfies. I mean, I know you can't share them on the comment, but send them to us. We want to see your selfies. We'll be posting selfies after the show.
I wish I knew how to pose. I wish I knew how to smile.
Christian's having a moment onto himself right now.
Exactly.
So we're going to let him just have his moment.
The summer solstice craze right now.
Yes, the
has
summer
gotten
solstice
to-
is
too
By the
much
way,
light.
in Wiccan culture, today's a very powerful
it is.
day to cast spells or other possibly negative things if you're into that. I don't even mention them because I just don't believe in bringing that energy in.
We're going to put out good vibes.
I mean, that's all we do. Daniel
and
I
then
only do
tonight
that.
you're hosting a meeting.
Yeah, I'm leading a meeting tonight in my OA program, so it's all good.
It's a good day for a lot of stuff. So we'll tap into your power. Take some selfies. You know, and even the selfies have a energetic power. You can tell a lot about yourself by the way you look at a photo. Just take a normal photo. Don't pose. Don't just because we tend to want to be all beautiful. But just take a regular photo and look at yourself, and it'll tell you a lot about
And keep
you.
it very natural.
Yeah. What else is today? Today is also
In the 80s, look over your shoulder.
who are you looking at?
Who are you looking at?
The glamour shot pose.
Today is World Day of Music. What was your favorite music? Or what is your favorite music now?
Oh,
My God, we've had quite a day of music.
You guys
actually.
were playing music
Yes.
for
I
hours.
was working really hard, and they were jamming to the 80s.
It was so cool, though.
It was.
So many good memories attached, and it's scary. Like you realize that there's a formal name for it, I can't remember it right now. For when you memorize things because they're in a certain rhythm, or how I still know Madonna songs from 1982, and it's 2023. Are you serious? I know that, but I can't tell you what I learned in school that year.
I don't know his phone number, but I know just about every Wham song. So
Which we jammed
Which
out
we
to.
jammed out to.
do you have a favorite genre that followed you, or now that you have one now?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, because I like so much variety of music, but I always tend to throw on 80s.
80s.
It just does something to the spirit and the soul, and it just
It's kind of
and
relaxing.
each year of 80s music, there's memories attached to strong memories.
Yeah.
So I think it's just, I don't know, maybe it was just a really good time in my childhood. I don't know.
Yeah,
We
because
were watching
we were
a-
all teens during that
We
time.
were watching a Janet Jackson video, and I commented that I feel like the 80s was the decade where they knew how to make good music videos.
Yes.
Like
Oh yeah,
everything had there were dancers and acrobatics and lots of color. Like everything had a
Big production.
big
Yeah.
production.
and it was yes. Was it manufactured? Of course, but it was just. I think the 80s was just kind of so uplifting.
Yes.
It was not a pretty or beautiful time necessarily in history. The 80s,
No.
because a lot of horrible things
Right.
happened to
But it
minorities and
seemed
stuff
like
in the 80s.
everybody was so
But everyone
happy.
seemed to be. At least we were
Yes.
faking.
Were we
being
in
happy.
denial in the
Making it till we
80s?
made it.
We were at least faking it really well if we weren't.
I think we were all in denial and we disguised it by making music videos.
I mean, and
but
that's
okay.
when music videos really took off because MTV
That's
didn't
true.
exist until 82.
Because here's what he says, like Charlie's saying that it was the last decade of great music, film, and television. A lot of people say that,
agree.
but I still think that the 90s brought us some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I just don't
90s
think that
is
the videos were like the same.
They weren't
as
creative
impressive.
like
No,
the
they- right,
The
they're
80s were
evergreen.
all breaking new ground. That's
That's
Janet
what it was.
Jackson,
Mhm.
Nasty Boys, or what? No, What Have You Done For Me Lately was her very first video with Paula Abdul in it. Her choreography, literally choreographer sitting. girl, what's he done for you?
Lately.
What has he done for you lately? And I couldn't believe that was Paula. Like today, you look back and you're like, I can't believe that was Paula Abdul, and that was her break. That she literally saw Paula performing for the Lakers on doing her thing, and she had her team because it wasn't Janet herself. She had her team
Paula,
inquire.
making a video.
They
Take 'em over.
inquired about who did the choreography for that, and when they told her it's one of the girls, she hired her.
Yeah.
And they were like really good friends for, I think they still are, I'm sure. But she kind of put Janet on the map that also, but she put her on the map too. It was so mutual.
Which what is it? Degrees of Separation.
Oh yeah.
Ken and Barbie are good friends with Paula Abdul. So
that's so
if
crazy.
Y'all seen our friends Ken and Barbie. Anyway, probably that. We have a question from David to the panel. What are your thoughts on selfies that use filters to make them appear younger? I don't like them. I don't use filters on my pictures. Do you use?
I like to use the filters because I'll do like what let's just be honest, when I'm bored at work I'm like I need a break, I'll just start going through like every selfie filter. I'm like I'm just acting like a goofball, but I don't use a filter like because I want to enhance. Like I like the fun stupid filters, so I do like to use filters.
But then again, we're
But
in
the
relationships. We're in relationships.
That's true. Yeah.
But if we were like single people that you see them post and they look like they're not that smooth in person, but all of a sudden their selfies are like no wrinkles. I mean,
particularly if they white.
He did. He just went there. Yeah, he did.
But
But you know,
true.
I will say that one filter, I think it's on TikTok, where it does like your current and then your younger self.
oh yeah.
That
That's
thing
trippy.
brought me to tears.
That's trippy.
It
Okay.
really brought. I don't know why I get so emotional seeing like myself
I don't have
as a young
Snapchat.
kid. It's on. I think they also have it on TikTok.
But
But
yes,
it's
no,
It's
just Charlie
just
said
you
he
got
loves
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
I don't
Oh,
use
okay.
Snapchat.
I don't
Oh,
use
yeah.
any
You
I've
have
never
Snapchat?
used
Uh-huh.
I've never used
Yeah.
'Cause
filters.
you're one of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm one of the cool kids.
I've never used filters on any of my selfies because I feel like I have had so many times where someone's misrepresented themselves, particularly when I was dating before Daniel, where someone misrepresents themselves in an image, and then they come to your door and they are like either significantly older than that image,
Scary.
or they've done so much smoothing that when they get to your door they look like a saddlebag, and you're just like
and you're like,
a used saddlebag.
is your son with you?
I know, because where's the person in the picture? I mean, I have turned at least minimum seven men away from my door when they walk up and they look nothing like their
See,
picture.
that's crazy. That's
Because
crazy
I'm
to
like,
me.
one, you're a liar. You think I'm not gonna
I've
see?
never heard this story before.
I know.
You don't think I'm gonna see what you
Bro.
look like in real life, IRL, at my door? And I'm not. I am totally.
Catfish.
I know you mean catfish. I am totally worth being honest with. I try not to judge someone by age, because not like I look like I did when I was 19. But I don't put
That's
on
the one
filters
you're
'cause-
talking about, right? Where you look younger.
Yeah, it's like yeah, look
I
like a
don't
teenager.
put on
like,
filters because I don't want anyone to do that to me. I don't want to
yeah.
have someone go, damn, someone looks old today, and I'm like, excuse me.
I used the filter on a photo once, and I posted it
Like
on,
Facetune or something like
I
that.
used it on. I was home, and it's that moment
You
where
get bored,
the
yeah.
light is hitting just right, and you're like, I'm gonna look adorable, and you're like, click, and you're like, oh, not as adorable as I thought. Let's
Let's see if I can
let's
lighten
smooth
this,
this.
pull this,
Let's
smooth these out.
right there.
Let's
And I
change the
posted it,
lighting.
and this is when Mr. Warriors was still alive. I had not posted that photo 5 minutes when he texted me and he's like, reliving your youth, or
Yeah.
like holding on to your youth or something. I was like, delete.
Yeah, I think with as far as because I do have Snapchat with the filters, I'm like using or I'm posting all of the filters. So I don't think I'm like deceiving anybody with just
Well,
the beauty filter or the sparkly one.
And-
Like I like using all of them, but it's
Yeah.
like what
You're
you're
like,
saying. If
I
you're
really
just
don't have-
using the beauty one. I'm like, that's the only picture
You're like, I
posting?
really don't have cat ears.
right,
I really don't have a dog nose
right, exactly.
or floppy hound ears.
So
But you
have
know-
y'all used? Do y'all? I mean, have
Yeah.
you?
But I think that's like really, it's what I don't like is that for the Gen Ys out there and whatever the next generation after them is called, they're seeing procured ridiculous representations of these what do they call them, insiders, influencers, and they have the most you could tell, like, they look way too perfect and ridiculous, but these kids are falling for it, and so they think I need to look like that, and you can't. It's not even natural. You can't look like that. But and that's the part that upsets me, because it's like body shaming anonymously. It's like body shaming thousands or hundreds of thousands of people anonymously, and that's not fair. I think you should. I think we should get rid of them. I think people should look the way they look.
It's kind of like we're going in the direction of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Like some people are using that now. You can use.
Oh, they're using it to write entire essays and papers.
IA, right? It's IA.
It's
You can
scary.
use IA for photos. You can use IA for videos. You
Mhm.
can write whole papers on it.
Chat GPT does
I mean,
that. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've used it to write some papers, some like articles.
Not like for
but-
school, but
no,
for
for articles.
Yeah,
But then I go in and have to adjust.
because it
information.
isn't perfect. It
No,
isn't
it's
perfect,
not.
and you can, like, I could tell, being an essay reviewer for a living, I can tell the AI ones, because they have a certain tone that it's not quite people tone
Yeah.
Now the one time that
for
it's
an 11th
worked,
grader.
the one time that it worked really good, and I was like really impressed with the results on one of the social sites that I belong to. I'm not going to say which one because then you're going to go look. But on one of the social sites, on the description and the about me section,
Oop.
I was like, the IA program, like, write something about
Yeah, you
me.
just
Okay.
And it wrote this thing that I was like, because it goes through the
all
web,
your
it goes through the internet and finds everything about you. And I
That's crazy.
just got chills. I was a little scared. I was freaking out. I was
I like that he said scared.
scared, yeah,
I
because
was a
I
little
wasn't
scared.
just scared. I was scared. Scared, yeah. I was like, how did it, like, details about me?
Yes.
It's spooky.
That I was like,
And it
how
does it
did
so
it
well.
find that? But I posted it, and like in 24 hours, I'd gotten twice as many hits as I normally did. Yes. So
These things know what they're doing,
It does work.
and they know how to
Does work.
make you literally, they can create an influencer. You could create yourself as an influencer with the IAs.
But now that you said that, earlier, remember we were talking about the 80s and how we
Oh, yeah.
we had people to emulate, like Madonna,
Oh, yeah.
Michael
Oh, yeah.
Jackson, how maybe this is this generation's version of emulating these filters and stuff like that. They're emulating wanting to be beautiful or just be accepted. I don't
know.
know, because they don't have people that
But I
they
question
emulate.
the
There's
healthiness
not
of
like
that.
So
a big person that they're dressing just like,
Yeah.
or even a star that has
'Cause we
a
were actually
certain look.
like
that
Madonna.
yes,
we
right.
We were talking about
that
how
too.
Yes.
everyone in high school,
Mhm.
I think our
Everyone.
freshman and sophomore years, maybe, like,
Mhm.
for us, everyone had the Madonna earring, the
And
Madonna
bracelets.
blonde hair.
I had the bracelets.
Some of them
The
had
butler.
that. Some of them had the all the
The lace
bracelets,
gloves.
the lace gloves, the knuckle gloves, like all
Yes.
like,
Uh-huh.
and I just remember every girl wanted to be like her, wanted to dress like her, have their hair done like her, and then like today, that's what we're saying. We don't see like everyone saying, "I want to look like Cardi B," or "I want to look like Nicki Minaj," or "I want to look." I don't even know if I'm saying current names, or "I want to look like
But is there, so for everybody out there watching, can you think of a celebrity right now?
like I want to look like Trixie Mattel."
We're talking about World Day of Music. Can you think of a musical person, celebrity, that people are dressing like, wearing like? I don't know. I
I
don't.
can't.
I tried to
can't
dress
think
like
of one.
um
Oh, God,
it wasn't it was a movie person, but I loved those torn up sweatshirts from Flashdance,
Oh,
the ones that laid on one were
Oh,
like
yeah,
lopsided
the side-
'Cause you were a
and like,
maniac?
because I was a maniac. I wanted my shirt all torn like this, and I was like, I love that look. I got really big
Insane.
sweaters like that in high school because I just loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I don't. Because even in the 90s too, like with Beverly Hills 90210,
Oh, my
when
Lord.
everybody wanted to dress like them. I
Yes.
just don't see that,
Particularly
in this
like,
day and age.
well, who is the most? Do you think? Probably. I always think Ian Ziering's character. I think a lot of people wanted to be like Steve. They want because he drove the Corvette convertible. He was like the quintessential
But-
non-jock
I
jock
would
guy.
have thought Luke Perry because he had the hair and then
Yeah, I guess
I
too.
remember that when she did her very first like a Virgin live performance. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Shout Society.
I was there.
because the word virgin was taboo in those days. Yes,
Yeah.
and then her dance moves,
Oh god,
which is what totally catapulted
like
that outfit.
she was
Like
on the floor.
I remember girls in junior high wearing because I went to school in Mexico, and but
But
on,
still.
on Fridays it was no uniform, and I remember the girls wanting to dress like Madonna.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
It was
crazy?
worldwide. It
Yeah,
wasn't
Yeah,
just-
she was worldwide. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like one play. It was.
Right.
That's a pretty good Wednesday.
Oh, I
Addams.
love Wednesday Addams. Yes,
I
that
would
look is
say
so
yes,
awesome.
yes.
And Jenna has done a very good job relaunching that.
Oh
image.
yeah, she has.
Does anyone ever be able to redo the 80s when we used to follow our faves? Yeah, because we were talking about this. I had the Michael Jackson imitation jacket, the red and black.
Mhm.
I used to wear like baggy pants for a little while. I don't remember where I got the baggy pants, but they were baggy jeans.
Oh, like Silver Tab. Silver
Yeah,
Tab Levi's
yeah.
used to be really bad.
And then
Oh,
I was one of the few boys that was wearing the rubber bracelets.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Like
I
Madonna.
remember they all had a meaning too.
Yeah, and I wore
People
the
made up
colors.
stuff.
And then when Breakfast Club came out,
Oh, everyone had to dress like whichever character you related.
I
to.
had
Really?
I had the long coat. The
like Judd
Like
Nelson.
Judd
Nelson,
Nelson, but-
really?
in fact-
Oh my god,
in
I
fact-
used to dance like Molly Ringwald did in that. I loved her little white girl dance.
I still have that trench coat
really?
Oh,
from
really?
the 80s. From the 80s.
She's gonna wear it next one.
I'm gonna wear it next time. As soon as it gets cold.
I'm like, you know what?
Soon
You
as
can
it
sell that
gets
on
cold.
eBay.
Hey Nancy.
Hello, Nancy.
Okay, now folks, that's my right there. That's my real sister. That's my real sister.
That's his genetic sister.
I love the Boy Toy belt buckle. I don't remember Boy Toy.
Oh yes, Madonna. That was one of her early belt buckles.
Was it
Yeah,
the
And it
big-
said,
was
and
the
it said
big-
boy
corset.
toy,
Yeah,
and
the
everyone
boy
thought
with
that
the
was
corset.
so dirty.
Scandalous.
It was so dirty and scandalous. And by today's standards, that is as tame as tame gets.
But I also remember late 80s, some of the guys in high school, and this is in Monterrey, who were into the hair rock, glam rock. Is that
Oh,
glam rock?
Glam rock, yeah.
All the
The
big
Bon
hair.
Jovi
Yes.
and
Which was so not
Poison.
butch, but they thought they were so macho.
And they were
looking like
They
that.
they were
really
skinny
did.
Like,
and
y'all
they
look
wore
so-
the tight skinny
That's
jeans.
tight.
Yeah, tight.
And
I
big,
mean,
and big
skin.
t-shirts, and they would walk through the high school with the big hair.
I mean,
And the
I'm not
that
gonna-
hair would be like
eyeliner and
6
everything.
inches high off
Yeah,
her head.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Aquanet.
Yeah.
Aquanet. Was
I remember
the-
I remember the rockers at our school. That they were considered the rockers, which by today's standards they're not rockers.
In our school, they were the ones you didn't want to talk to, but
They're the bad.
I always
bad
talked to them because I was a bad boy.
people. Yeah.
Um,
And
80s and 90s was always.
Hi,
yes.
Angelica.
Hi, Angelica. Yeah, I think, and then in the 90s, yeah, we changed.
that was
Like, I
that was the
remember-
Beverly Hills 90210 kind of time frame.
And for those of us who are in our 20s, Melrose Place was
Oh,
for
well,
me,
that place too.
and they had their own style.
Yeah, they did.
of-
A little more mature
love
than the
Melrose
But, but,
90210
Place.
you're,
crew.
but you're super cool.
It was darker colors too.
Huh?
Like Melrose Place was always like darker colors too. Like it was everything was toned down a little bit.
Because we're adults and
We're more adults
mature, and we were corporate,
We don't live at home with mom and dad anymore.
Right, exactly.
and we had affairs with our neighbors.
You know, I remember.
Right.
I remember. Oh my, Daniel,
Scandalo.
We can't pay to be that in sync, guys. I remember wearing when the sky blue sand wash kind of jeans came out,
Uh-huh.
and they were sky blue. And I remember there's a way you folded the bottoms. You
I did
folded-
that. I did that.
Super.
I did
They
that.
were pegged.
The
It was a
tie-
peg.
Yeah, you
I did that.
folded it.
You fold it
over
on
and
itself, and then you
as
fold it
tight
really
as you
tight.
could. Oh,
And
that's
you had to wear
cool.
like high sock, like kind of like higher white socks. And then a lot of guys wore Keds with them.
Yeah.
The guys version of the men's Keds.
I used to go. Well,
But that was
my
such
sister
a pain.
Nancy's
It was
here.
Such a pain in the neck to
It
roll.
was.
My sister Nancy's watching. I used to go visit her in McAllen, down in the valley in the Texas border, and she would take me to the secondhand clothes. But back then, I've talked about this before. There were warehouses with mountains of
Oh, yeah.
clothes,
Mhm.
and I would climb to the very top, and they give you a bag, and I just find clothes, and they would sell it by the pound, and you pay by the pound.
That is really cool.
And-
actually.
Cool.
But nobody in high school in Monterrey knew that it was secondhand.
Yes.
So I would show up.
No
with
one
new-
knows anything.
I would show up with my new
With
clothes,
the fashion,
Yeah,
the latest
I-
fashion.
but I would buy like $10 worth of clothes and have clothes for the whole school year.
Yeah,
It was awesome. It
That's
was awesome.
cool.
Okay. Alto. Gracias. Es el tiempo por Daniel, el birthday de Daniel. El cumpleaños de
You want to hear
Daniel.
more of your last comment, Daniel? How dare you start listening to me? What do you think this kind of? What do you think the show is about? Listening to us? How dare you? I had some escándalos in my time. I lived in some complexes in Dallas.
He lived in some
I had a sordid life when I was in my 20s.
He had a
Ooh,
complex.
sordid
He didn't
life.
live in complexes. He had a complex.
Oh. And this is why we don't have guests on the show. This is the big performers of the 80s were Madonna, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Bruce Springsteen, Whitney Houston, Prince,
Oh,
Sade, Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi
Oh, I love
Lauper.
Sade.
Um,
Oh
Aw.
the three of them are gone.
What a surprise, Daniel. We got you a cake.
yes, I've never seen this cake before. Where did it come from?
Daniel, it is your 16th AA birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to
Don't sing it out
you.
because then we have to pay royalties.
Oh.
Hap-
How about
Happy-
this is your birthday song? It
This is
isn't
your
very
birthday
long.
song.
Hey!
Under 10 seconds because then we have to pay for it.
I hate this non-mirrored. There you go. And it has lots of pretty fruit on top. And it's all yours. And you didn't. I forgot to bring you a knife to cut it.
Make a wish.
But
We
make
can
a
get it
wish.
afterwards.
Hold it up.
Oh, wait. We have to put up so everyone can see.
Yeah.
That's everyone. Make a wish.
Make a wish.
He's so old he can't blow a candle out, folks.
Yay!
I've forgotten how to blow. A candle, pervert. But thank you for everybody watching that came in late. Today is my 16th year anniversary or a birthday of being clean and
He
sober.
is now old enough to date and program.
One of the coolest things about this particular birthday is that I was on drugs for 16 years,
Oh.
and I've been free of drugs for 16 years. So I'm right at the balance of my life.
Wow.
I have an amazing life. It's thank you for the comments. Thank you. I have an amazing life. I have an amazing group of friends and family. Thank
Yeah.
you. And to be honest, like even the little things that I complain about are so minimal that they will never out or blur out the shiny things in my life. I mean, we have a friend here. My sister's commenting. You guys come back every week to put up with us. I get to do in life, career-wise, the things that I love. I might complain about them, but I get to work in the environments that I've chosen. Everything has been chosen now. It's not, and that makes it beautiful. So thank you. It just happens that it's Wednesday show night, and you guys get to share with me. And if you missed the Put It Together from this morning, go watch it. It was an excellent show.
It really was a good show.
So thank you everybody for being here. We do this show because you guys come back and watch. So thank you. What is it? And Christian is like, oh shit, be glad you don't hear. Oh, Emery. Oh, Emery. Daniel, do you ever run into people
I
who
think
knew
my
you,
throat chakra's
who knew the
clogged.
past you and think you are still that person? Well, Madeline is one of the people from my past. But we were just talking about at the beginning of the show. I only knew you for about a year before I went to rehab. But if I remember correctly, you never even knew.
I never even knew. He was very functioning, and he was just the life of the party. That's how I knew Daniel to be.
A lot of
so,
people.
So then when like he went MIA, and then I found out, I just couldn't even believe it. I was like, what? I was blindsided.
But I don't think that personality-wise, I changed much.
No, you're still definitely the same
Right?
person. I think that's why it wasn't apparent to me.
Yeah.
But I think you were just very good at hiding it.
But there are some friends that I have that knew me longer that had a difficult time with me not. I guess they
Oh, yeah.
Partaking?
they assumed that my drinking was the source of my craziness, and it wasn't. And it's hard to convince them that I don't have to drink to be
Right.
silly. I can just be silly.
Right.
And every once in a while, the conversations when I bump into them, they'll be like, "Remember when we did this?" And I'm like, I don't really want, like, not that I'm embarrassed. I am not embarrassed about anything I did, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, it's not part of my.
It's not
reality.
important.
Right.
Whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, and I've never lied about this. I had a good time. I met people. I
Yeah.
went places. I did things that you have to wait for the book to be written. But anyway, I don't think I've changed too much. I wonder if that's where the question was going. But no,
Yeah.
I'm still silly. And
Yeah, he's still
Sarcastic?
him. Yeah, I mean, like the Daniel I knew in the past when I first met him, 0.01 or version 1.
I think
Yeah,
cancer
just-
changed me more than sobriety did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think cancer.
You came
did.
out of cancer
Yeah.
very different.
that is true.
So it's about that time. Are you ready, Christian?
Sure. My pick of the week is a show called The Diplomat. It is incredible. It's about a character who becomes there's a terrorist attack on a British ship, and she gets chosen to be the new ambassador to Great Britain because she's pretty and they think she'll have a positive promotional impact on America's behalf in this situation. And she's not the type of person who likes that position or likes being used as a figure piece rather than doing something real. So that type of conflict, character conflict, and her husband used to be an ambassador, but he kind of got himself put in a bad place because he said something wrong about someone, and it basically blackballed his career. So it's a really there are rare shows that I watch from the very moment like it starts and I'm already into it. And this show did that right away. I was already into it. I can't remember her name. I didn't look it up before, but it's the actress who plays Felicity.
Oh,
Is it Carrie something?
Kerry Washington. Not Kerry Washington. Kerry.
But anyway, it's that actress is
Yes.
playing the diplomat,
She was in
the ambassador.
She was in that Russian spy show
Yeah.
too.
But this show is fantastic. It's on Netflix. It's not new. It's one of their newer
Kerry
shows,
Russell.
but it's not new.
Kerry Russell.
Carrie Russell. And she is fantastic in this. And the way, she hasn't done anything to prevent her aging or try to look different, which I really appreciate because she fits the role. Like she actually I think she looks great. I think as you age, and you just look good. I don't believe in this crazy makeover thing that never looks better than the original, but very good show. I enjoy it. 2 thumbs up.
Maddie, what's your pick?
So my pick of the week is The Glory on Netflix, and it is a psychological thriller. It's actually a Korean drama series, almost like a telenovela, really, honestly.
I think it is their version of it.
Yeah, and it's captivating. The synopsis is a young, poor girl. She's in school, so she's like in junior high / high school, and she's bullied by the rich, popular kids. But she's bullied so severely that she leaves. She quits school, but then she starts to plan out her revenge. So it's a revenge psycho thriller. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but she exacts her revenge. She becomes a primary school teacher and befriends the daughter of one of the main torturer of her life.
Oh.
So that's all I'm gonna give you.
Well,
But it's great. I binged it. Like I started and it had me at hello. I was just like, or it had me at Korean version of hello. I was just like, yeah, it's fantastic. Highly recommend.
Is it dubbed or?
So it's I did it with just the subtitles because I like to hear them speak. But it goes very fast. You have to read it but you can also do a dub. So Netflix gives you that option of the dubbing, or do you want the subtitles?
And I like the Korean.
I love them.
No,
Yes.
They're soap operas.
Yeah, they're
really.
basically soap
But
operas.
there's like miniseries.
So
I
dramatic.
check it out. And by the way, Christian's shows on Netflix, and so is Madeline's show. My pick of the week, for those of you that have been watching us for a while, y'all know we love competition shows and we love cooking shows. And what better than a competition cooking show? So this is Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars. Kind of similar to Food Network's Next Food Star show. It was on several years ago. It's kind of along that lines, but this is like a real competition. They don't just do like on-camera performances. They cook. They have to work together. There's drama. People don't like each other. But it's weekly, so you just have to watch it on Hulu. But some of the future stars are very dramatic. Some of them are just mean. But it's fun to watch. Go check it out. I'm not gonna recommend it for the recipes because I really haven't seen anything that they cook that you're like, ooh, that's so innovative. That's so spectacular. Go watch other shows for that. Just watch Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars for the drama behind the scenes.
Yeah, and this show isn't really intended to be a
no, it's just a competition show because he's investing in their product. But I'm gonna say
okay.
we've looked up a couple of the products. All of these people are not professional chefs. They've developed a product that has to do with the food industry. But there's one app called Pepper. That is, by the way, this is on Hulu, but there's an app called Pepper that you sign on and you look up recipes of things that you want. You click on the recipe and it's connected to, what's the name of not food cart? No, not food cart.
DoorDash.
Instacart?
No, not DoorDash.
Oh, Instacart.
So the app is connected to Instacart. So if you find the recipe you like, you just click on the button,
Wow.
and it goes to Instacart, and you get the food delivered. All the
It
rest,
automatically populates
all the ingredients
all
get
the
delivered to you.
ingredients.
Yeah, so you don't even have to go to the store and be like, "What was on that recipe?" Nope. Click to my door. Hello.
How'd that sound, Daniel?
We're so
Click, click,
spoiled
click,
in
click,
life.
click, And you have to do the neck. You have to do the neck because that's cute. And then hello, not DoorDash.
Instacart.
Instacart. And anyway, but I liked it because like I've been wanting to make some chili rellenos, and I always get confused when I get to the store. What chile is it?
Oh, yes, it's stuff.
So, but and then if you have a recipe that you make,
Thank you, Charlie.
you can, if you have a recipe that you make all the time and that you want to, you can put the recipe in, and other people can look at your recipe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's really an interesting app. Like, we were surprised because the way you described it was very confusing. The guy who is one of the, I guess, the co-creator of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Check it out. I mean, and then the winner gets $250,000 invested by Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, that's cool.
And obviously, you don't ever just get you get Gordon too. That's pretty incredible. Meaning his guy, yeah.
You get him.
What else is today? The last one I have today it's Cookie Dough Day.
Ooh, I love cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
I wish I'd stop saying "don't eat this cookie dough." Like, bake it first. I'm like, cookie dough's delicious without being.
I'll eat my dough however I want.
I'll eat my dough how I want.
Do you like cookie dough?
I didn't.
I don't.
But, pero, we talked about this ice cream last episode or the episode before. We talked about
last episode, Ben Lewin.
Yes, and we'll share well, maybe we'll share.
Mm.
We'll see how you
Mm.
we'll see how you behave while you're here. We discovered the ice. What is it again?
Ben Lewin.
Ben Lewin, yes, and because they have like 8 vegan flavors.
Yeah, completely
Oh.
dairy free.
Oh, cool.
And some of them, they occasionally have a vegan one that is that's also, it doesn't have any gluten either. Like it's really
oh, mhm.
like super safe.
But they have 2 flavors that I like. The churro fudge,
Ripple.
so good, and then the strawberry shortcake.
Ooh, that was good.
And
No.
do they come in like little pints?
Yes.
Or what? Okay.
Keep talking.
And then my favorites have been the Earl Grey tea flavor, which is
They have
incredible.
Earl Grey and ice cream
Yeah.
flavor?
It was
Oh,
really
that's
good.
Pretty
So,
cool.
okay.
And then on the vegan side, I really liked this dark chocolate fudge brownie, which is pretty empty. And then I also liked the churro and
churro-
fudge.
the churro
Because the
fudge.
churro one,
Only vegan?
no,
Or
no,
they
no,
also
they
make
do.
They-
Oh my
okay,
gosh, they
so
have a
much.
huge
that's
assortment
cool.
of regular flavors. Like,
So,
Oh, nice.
disclaimer: we do not work for, nor are we sponsored by
Ben
Ben Lewin. Thank you. But we like them enough that we want to recommend it. And you can order them. I think they're countrywide, nationwide.
Yeah, I think they
So-
are.
So this is the dark chocolate fudge brownie, non-dairy. Why is it empty?
Because it's mine and I ate some of it.
You just said
last
that.
night.
It's basically empty.
Oh, mine's vegan too. I
Yeah,
didn't
they're
know
both
you-
vegan.
I didn't know you go to the vegan. So this is
I've
the
been
one
ordering
that
the vegan because it tastes great and you don't miss the dairy.
no, you don't miss the
And,
move.
and I don't feel, it doesn't fill you up in the same way. It doesn't make you bloat or anything
Oh,
because it's vegan. Because it's
yeah.
vegan.
And this is chocolate
Honeycomb.
cookie dough honeycomb. That's why I got it for the honeycomb. It has the little pieces of honeycomb inside,
Uh-huh.
but
And it has chunks of cookie dough.
but
Vegan
Vegan
cookie
both.
dough.
vegan both. But so cookie dough, we're talking about cookie dough. Yes, I like, but I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't know why I got it. I think because of the honeycomb I got it.
Yeah.
But I'm not particularly a fan of chocolate ice cream.
In the regular ice cream flavors, they have just a honeycomb one. Now,
Hmm.
look at those too. On the front, it even tells you what they're made from. Mine's based on a cashew milk,
Vegan cashew.
and then
that's
Daniel's
oat.
is based on oat.
Oh, that's cool.
So you even know up
You'll even
front
know what
what
not
it's made from.
dairy
If a
on
kid
it.
says if a kid's allergic to gluten, you can't give them the oat one.
You're right.
You can
That's
give. I
pretty
think you
cool.
can do cashew because, yeah, that's not gluten.
Mhm.
That's nuts. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Most kids who are allergic to one thing are allergic to nuts too. But anyway, those are the best vegan ice creams I have ever. Like, I don't miss the dairy,
No,
and I've had the dairy ones from there. Too. I've had a couple dairy flavors, and they're intensely good too.
but I've had what you call it, Paradiso,
Oh,
gelato,
gelato
gelato
Paradiso.
Paradiso in Laguna Beach.
And they have some good.
They've been making
Oh, the
sorbetto,
yeah, the sorbetos, which are
and
incredible.
they have an amazing chocolate sorbetto. We've taken you there, right?
Yeah, and you would Cafe Paradiso is what it's called. No, not
Oh,
cafe.
not cafe. You don't like chocolate ice cream?
I agree. Chocolate is.
Well, that's why
But
I
do you
got
like
that
Charlie?
one.
Do you like cookie dough? Because see, I don't. I wonder how many people out there don't like
That
cookie dough.
that one that he just pulled out had
Chocolate chip
chunks
cookie dough
of,
ice cream.
of
Oh,
fudge
gotcha.
of fudge. What do they call it? Fudgy brownies.
That's why she's my sister. You don't like chocolate. but pero, if you give me chocolate ice cream and a banana split,
Oh, him,
you give
no
me
problem.
chocolate, vanilla, and I just got chills. And
Ooh.
He loves
strawberry.
banana splits. He loves
so
banana.
Partic-
Particularly Dairy Queen.
Oh, the Dairy
But the
Queen
worst part is
one.
Dairy Queen in California are not like Dairy Queens anywhere else.
That's true.
The ones here stink. They're horrible.
Whenever we go
Texas
visit
is the best.
Nancy,
When we go visit Nancy, or when we're down in South Texas, we always go by DQ.
oh, I'm sure you're not allergic to nuts, Emery.
Oh, I'm positive of that. You couldn't be.
I have so much more to go, but I'm not going to.
But you know,
I'm not going
what
to.
is it called? The peanut butter parfait. That's
Peanut-
that's the one I like from Dairy Queen. It's called the peanut butter parfait. It has lots of
Strawberry
peanuts in it.
cheesecake ice cream, huh?
Strawberry
never
cheesecake
had
cereal. It's very delicious.
Talk about the 80s.
I know
Going
that's
back into
total
the
80s. I've never forgotten
Um,
that commercial.
We have about 6 more minutes. So,
You know, it always kills me when he does like. So, like, I'm like,
what?
it's just funny. You say, well, we have 6 minutes. So, what can we fill this time?
Well, I'm gonna ask her a question.
What's the question, Dan?
Well, now I forgot.
Ask a
You
woman.
can't ask a question.
I mean, do the audience have questions?
Do you have a
I'm
question for our
happy to
guest?
answer.
Yes.
Do you
but
want any secrets?
do you,
Just
Like, are you
kidding.
dying to know? Are you dying to know if that was a real cake or if it's just a set prop?
she made it out of styrofoam.
Yeah,
It's like real.
and it's styrofoam and
So if you have a question
Caulking.
for our guest, Madeline, our special co-host. Actually, you're a co-host. You're not a guest. You're a co-host.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Special
you.
co-host.
For the day. And
like,
just so you
you
guys
guys
know,
like
I'm
us
from
some years.
Houston as well. That's where we met.
That's where
it's
we're
just
And
like
we just happen to
they're
both end up in California.
just like when people are like special guest stars for like 20 seasons of a show.
at. Yeah,
They're always special guest
they're
stars.
always there.
I'm like, you're not a guest star.
Um,
You're just a star.
But no, we're glad that you're out here spending some time with us,
Yes, thank you.
relaxing.
Oh God,
Thank
we
you guys
love
for
it when she
having me.
comes. And
Well, I don't know
Oh,
about relaxing. We have a pretty filled
Yeah,
schedule.
I have a
so I'm
question for
excited.
your guest.
Oh.
How do you put it together?
Oh,
you're turning my
goodness.
show on
Woo!
me. David Gonzalez. I have to say though, David Gonzalez is one of the people that has been watching and listening to my show
Mhm.
forever. So he's a great fan of the show. So how do you put it together?
How do I put it together?
Uh-huh.
I, with a lot of help. Therapy.
Yes.
With a lot of filters. She puts it together.
With a lot of
filters.
Snapchat filters and well, putting it together. I mean, as far as because I am a mom of older children or
Yeah, you are.
college age children, and
Yeah.
keeping
And
keeping
Are
that.
you a grandma?
Oh yes, I'm a young grandmother. Don't give me
Young.
don't give me names like Granny or Mima.
Abuela.
Oh, Mima.
No. No.
Abuelita.
No, we're doing this.
What do you go by?
You know what? I go with the short version, and I'm gonna have to give this up to my best friend Lorena, who lives in DC. Her parents, their kids, or Lorena's kids and the grandkids, they call them Huito and Huita. And I loved it so much. And when I had taken Anara out to see them, it stuck with her. And so then I didn't want abuelita and I didn't want grandma. And so then I was like, I'm going to keep it going. And unfortunately, her mom has passed. So I kind of wanted to like do it in her spirit to keep that name going.
Oh, that's really
So they
sweet.
call you
So they
Huita?
call me Huita. So I'm
Nice.
Huita.
Abuelita.
So
Which
kind of
is
short for
for
abuelita,
abuelita.
but just Huita.
Gotcha.
Easier for them to say.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how she puts it together.
So I put it
Snapchat.
together.
Huh?
Snapchat filters and making up words. That's how she
and
does.
make up words.
And
Oh,
Daniel,
no.
Daniel would love to go by fajita. Fajita, fajita. ¿Dónde está fajita?
And this is how he disassembles what I put together.
Yeah, my sister is Tita.
Oh, that's cute.
But that's so
I
perfect
love
for
nicknames
Nancy.
like
Nancy's
that.
Nana.
such a sweet person.
Oh, Nona. Nona.
Oh no, no, I've heard that before too.
Who's cute?
That's more. I've heard that more on the Italian side.
Yeah.
No. You know what I call my grandparents? Nothing, because they were all gone by the time I got old enough to acknowledge them.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with any grandparents.
Aw.
They were
Well, I did
all-
grow up with my grandpa, but I called him grandpa because that's what he was. He is my dad's father, and he was so kind to me, but apparently he was really hard on my dad. My dad was the youngest of like quite a few kids.
That's how good
So I
it
think
is.
by the time you get to when you have a long line of kids and you're the youngest, they're kind of worn out by the time they get to, they're like,
You get the leftover love.
yeah,
But I
what's
never
left?
understood it like with my parents, how they would like spoil our kids. I'm like, dude, y'all were so
Yeah.
hard on us. And you let these kids get away with murder.
Like they basically
And
run
now
around crazy.
I get it.
Yeah.
You have to be part of the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
It's like something that switches off. Because my husband's the biggest sap when it comes to the grandkids. But with our
Our
kids,
kids?
oh my God.
I know, but it's crazy because
Yeah, it's weird.
one, the
It's true,
concept
though.
is you get to give them back.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they're not necessarily always going to be staying with you, and I think too, it's a different type of love because it's not your job to be their primary
Right.
supporter, their primary caregiver. anymore. So you kind of get to take that breath.
Well, that's my mom in the photo, by the way. So
Yeah, that's Daniel's mom right there.
Nancy put our mom's.
I love it.
But yes, my first nephew was born. He was born on December 24th.
Yeah.
I'm December 26th. So I was turning 4 when he was born.
Wow.
So I was like
It's crazy.
bumped off as the baby of the family.
Yeah.
Oh.
So for him, I even told his kids once, like, I didn't like your dad when he was born.
Yeah.
But then all the nephews after that, like I always had a little bit of resentment.
Yeah.
Because my parents were like, "Oh my god," and I was like,
Ah,
"The hell."
you lost your baby
Man,
status.
totally.
Man.
Totally. So
Shame on
like
those
all
kids.
like I love my nephews and nieces, but I didn't always like them. So let me be honest now that I'm 52. Yes, I love you all, but sometimes I just didn't like you.
You were the uncle that let them walk by, and all of a sudden you stuck your foot out and they fell over.
You know what?
Oops.
Just like I tortured my friends' kids. At one point, I tortured my own nephews. So
I
not just
believe it.
It's
so you
not
know.
restricted to
But I was
just
also a very like I was the uncle that was like, okay, come on,
Let's go to a movie.
Like I'll get you out. Like let's go do this. Let's go do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can tell with my sister being watching the show, pero no es cierto. I had nothing to do with nothing of all nothingness. Okay, we're already past the hour. We want to remind everybody. Where's my button? There it is. We want to remind everybody.
Where's my phone?
I didn't post it on here. Shoot. Tomorrow, Thursday night, we're going to be at. Keep talking while I find it.
Isn't that it? Is that it? The
No,
YouTube thumbnail?
no,
Okay.
no, that's the other thing. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to be at. It's a Pride kickoff for Radiant Health Centers. It's at the Rooftop Bar at Old Vine Kitchen and Bar in Costa Mesa. So it's the roof bar at Old Vine Kitchen. It's a great place. We were there last year. Come join us. It starts at 6:30 to 8:30. We're going to be there. I'm going to be doing card readings for donations. So make sure you come out and join us.
I'll be there with the selfies,
I may be
join
there
us.
in a Flashdance sweater.
That was your real mom watching. No, that's my sister watching. That's my
But she
mom's
put his
photo.
mom's,
Yes,
God rest her soul.
Yes, my mom was watching.
Yeah.
I'm mainly the private person in my family. It's like I want to be alone.
I want to be alone.
Oh, no, she's thinking. No, don't think. Forget I said anything.
No.
Will you do Zodiacs this Friday, Dan? Yes, I think we. I think so. Let me check.
No, I think you had another
No,
obligation.
this
Yeah.
Friday we're going to a opening of the sober living house. So we will not have Zodiacs this Friday, and you are totally late, dude. we just stuck around to wait for you so we can lock the door.
Yeah, usually it wouldn't even be on.
Through the door. But yes, so tomorrow catch us at if you can make it, if you're in Southern California area, we're gonna be at the Roof Bar, Old Bike Kitchen and Bar in Costa Mesa, 6:30 to 8:30, $20 cover for cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. I will be doing readings, so come and join us there. They'll be there too, hanging out, so you can come and meet us all. But for now, and the last thing is, if you want a signed copy of Grumpy Bunny, $25 signed and delivered. So please let us know.
Signed, sealed,
Oh shit!
delivered.
I need to sign up one tomorrow, and totally forgot.
They'll need to know.
And but anyway, for now, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Spirit hands.